You are listening to part 46 of the podcast series, How Successful People Think.
Unselfish thinking creates a legacy. If you are successful, it becomes possible for you to leave an inheritance for others. But if you desire to do more, to create a legacy, then you need to leave that in others. When you think unselfishly and invest in others, you gain the opportunity to create a legacy that will outlive you. To begin cultivating the ability to think unselfishly, I recommend that you do the following 5 things. First, put others first. The process begins with realizing that everything is not about you. That requires humility and a shift in focus. If you want to become less selfish in your thinking, then you need to stop thinking about your wants and begin focusing on others' needs. Make a mental and emotional commitment to look out for the interest of others. Second, expose yourself to situations where people have needs. It's one thing to believe you are willing to give unselfishly. It's another to actually do it. To make the transition, you need to put yourself in a position where you can see people's needs and do something about it. Number 3, give quietly or anonymously. Once you have learned to give of yourself, then the next step is to learn to give when you cannot receive anything in return. There are spiritual, mental, and emotional benefits that come only to those who give anonymously. If you've never done it before, try it. Number 4, invest in people intentionally. The highest level of unselfish thinking comes when you give of yourself to another person for their personal development or well-being. If you're married or a parent, you know this from personal experience. What does your spouse value most highly? Money in the bank or your time freely given? What would small children rather have from you? A toy or your undivided attention? The people who love you would rather have you than what you can give them. Number 5, continually check your motives. The hardest thing for most people related to unselfish thinking is fighting their natural tendency to put themselves first. That's why it's important to continually examine your motives to make sure that you're not sliding backwards into selfishness. One of the things that you can do to check your motives is to follow the modeling of Benjamin Franklin. Every day he asked himself 2 questions. When he got up in the morning, he would ask, "What good am I going to do today?" And before he went to bed, he would ask, "What good have I done today?" If you can answer those questions with selflessness and integrity, you can keep yourself on track.